Hey guys, welcome to another live stream. This is Jexel here from JS Guitar System, and today I'm gonna talk to you about which techniques you want to use in your guitar solos. So let's get right into it. And so we get through it very quickly and have more time for practicing, right? So let's start. Just adjust my microphone a bit and let's go. So there are obviously very many different techniques you want to use when you play a guitar solo. What I want to talk to you about today is when to use which technique and how you can connect them together. Because I never saw it anywhere, somebody talking about it, how and why you should use a particular technique in that one guitar solo that you're currently working on, right? So, and the truth is you don't need to use them all in a solo. I see this all the time, The guy starts playing a solo very fast, alternate picking, then he switched to tapping, economy picking, sweep picking, and all that bullshit, before they even thought about melody or how it fits the backing track and how it fits the song, because your solo should elevate the song to the next level. It's not just the time for you to show off all your chops. It's actually a very important part of each song, That's why it fucking kills me when I hear a song playing on the radio and they just chop the solo part, It's like you would run a race and suddenly you would chop your horse one leg, It's not gonna win the race. So all those people, if somebody is watching and you're working at the radio station, please don't cut guitar solos from the songs you're playing. Because guitar solo is supposed to take the song to another level before the final chorus kicks in. And if the solo doesn't do its job, either it's too soft or it's too aggressive. When it's too soft, the singer is gonna have to build the song up by himself, which can be very difficult. And if the solo is too aggressive, then the singer might not be able to keep up with it, So there has to be that fine line, and that solo needs to fit well in the song. Now let me go back to which techniques do you actually use in your guitar solos. So first of all, there's alternate picking technique, and I usually start all my solos with some sort of a melody that doesn't, so you don't have to focus on which technique you are currently in, So that's that hook, The solo needs to hook your listener in, and that's what that initial melody is for, I was listening to the Prayer in C by Robin Schulz just recently, and I thought, what the fuck, this is great, that hook immediately got into my head. And it's so easy, that's what you can guys do with your solo. It can be totally simple. And then you move on and then you repeat it again somewhere else. And there's no right or wrong way to approach the solo and which techniques you want to use in that. What I want to talk to you about is to don't mix up too many different techniques in your solos. There is a time and place for that, but yeah, just don't overdo it. Now I'm going to show you a few techniques that transition well together, you know, and how you can use that. And then it's up to you to decide with which technique you're going to start the solo. Some solo starts with sweep picking. I don't remember correctly what was the solo, but I remember this. You know, everybody knows solo to Metallica. 1. You know, why did he decide to start with tapping in that particular case? You know, because you can also play like, because Kurt could have easily gone to his favorite pentatonic scale with the wah-wah pedal. But so the way you use any technique in the solo is that you first think about how it's gonna fit the song. Is this technique good for the song? You know, it's not about, oh, I want to show off everything I know. You know, I want to show I'm the best guitar player in the world. I can play fast and stuff like that. If you go at it with this attitude, nobody's gonna like your solo. You know, and I listen to these solos. You know, I watch players online all the time. You know, playing solos and stuff like that within all these collaborations. Even some of those like high-profile people, you know, how they play solos and stuff like that. And I gotta tell you, some of their solos sounds like shit. Not because they don't have the technique right, but it's just this. You know, no, it's like too much notes. You know, too much notes, no feel in it, and there's no point. You know, like for example, I don't understand the whole point of guitar instrumental music. Like some of it is great. Like when the guitar instrumental is done right, then it's like, oh my god, it's so cool. But if you listen to most of these instrumentals, it's just like guy or girl trying to impress somebody with something. And I'm not impressed with that, to be honest. Because to listen for 6 minutes to some guitar wanking, that's not cool to me. You know? So, couple of techniques that go well together. Number 1, when you use whammy bar. It transitions very well with legato or tapping. Or you could you know, when you do that. When you are rising to that note, that's the place for you to transition to either legato or tapping. That's our techniques I use most often in those situations. Another thing is, cool transition is from very percussive palm muted alternate picking to much more smoother economy picking. And you don't really hear the difference, but you feel it in your playing, you know? Because with alternate picking, everything is like a hard, you know, everything is calculated, up and down, up and down. And suddenly you hit that relief with that economy picking, like now I'm doing alternate. You know, and I switch. Let's say I want to do it much simpler. You know, that's two techniques combined together, almost unhearable, but it has a certain feel to it. Another thing you can do when transitioning to these techniques is from a regular like melody and stuff to double stops or octaves. Especially if you're playing pentatonic scale. It goes very well together, these two techniques. Those are just some ideas, but if you go and try to implement your own style over it, you will come up with your own cool transitions between the techniques. So to summarize what this live stream was about, it's not over yet. It's not over yet, but just to summarize, you know, I don't know how long it's gonna be. This is not prepared today. I just came here from an appointment in another town, and I just thought, shit, it's 3 p.m. I want to do a live stream, you know, because I do this live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for everybody who is interested in improving their lead playing on this beautiful and sexy instrument right here. Alright, so what we've covered so far, that you don't need to use all the techniques in one solo, that there are some transitions between the techniques that works better than others, you know, and that you want to try it for yourself, and that the solo should always fit the song, not guitar player's ego. And with that being said, I mean, what else is there to think about? You know? Just rock on, man. So, play great solos. I wish you to play great solos because it's an infinite journey. Be searching for that greatest solo ever. You know, that solo you play in one take, you're like, oh my god, it was so good. But there is actually something else I want to tell you, and that is that's how I'm thinking right now, by the way, you know? I had a thought, I lost the thought, now I need to find the thought back on my fretboard. Yeah, it was about the approach that you take when you are about to record a solo, you know, and you don't know where to start. You start with by carefully listening to that piece of music. And suddenly, if you imagine your solo over it, you will know with which technique to start. If the track is like very intense, you go. You can literally start with like. Something like that. The more aggressive the track, the more aggressive needs to be the solo. You know? So when there's like a rock solo or a metal solo going on, there's not that much time and space to think about the melody and the perfect melody, you know? You don't need to always start with the melody. There's actually 5 different techniques that you can graduate the solo to where it needs to be in the end. And melody is just one of them, you know? I teach the other 4 in my training program to my students. So if you want to know them, hit me up and we might do something together, you know? I will show you how to play the best guitar solos you are capable of. So yeah, it doesn't always need to be a melody. When there's like a metal solo going on, you need to get into it hard, fast, and get out of it quick. You don't want the metal solo to drag for too long. But if there's like a blues solo, then you can do all this articulation stuff. You know, all the like subtle double stopping. You know, it's just a different style and different vibe. You need to adjust your solo to that and you'll be okay. It's like every time like channeling the music, you know, so your guitar solo fits to it. If you have a ballad song and you start with sweep picking, probably not the best idea, right? So think about how your solo should fit in that particular situation. And yeah, remember, just more aggressive the track you're playing the solo to, the more aggressive needs to be your solo, and it can really get crazy from there. You just go with even like that, you know. Don't be afraid to try something completely new, something totally out of the box, if the situation is right for it. So yeah, let me play just a little solo for you now. To give you an idea about what techniques I'm going to use in this solo. So I hear the track is kind of acoustic, a very like percussive acoustic guitar, but it's a ballad track. So neck pickup. So I can start with melody. Now my solo is too long. Something like that. You see, I tried to use as much techniques as I could, but they were not all like they were not like stuffed it by on like by your throat, you know. They were not all in one place, all the time changing throughout the whole solo. I dropped my pick, and it disappeared. Damn. I dropped my pick here. It's over here. Magic. So yeah, another just little quick tip: when you sweep, try to do it as little as you can. You know, I use it just like a sound effect, like a transition to a melody. You know, I don't sweep like sweeping all the time. It's cool, it's interesting, but if you do it more like good rule of thumb, if there are more than 5 sweep arpeggios in a row, that doesn't sound good. You're gonna bore the audience to the death. But yeah, those are like some of the techniques. You heard some of the transitions I make. Obviously, you come up with your own, because that's your own style of playing. And yeah, this is how you add techniques. And what techniques do you add to a guitar solo? I'm Jack Soul. I'm gonna sign off right now. But if you want to know more about how to play great guitar solos, or how to take your guitar playing to the next level in the shortest possible time, you know, get your technique right, get your articulation right, your melody, excuse me, and being able to move freely in any scale all across the fretboard, just send a message at JS Guitar System, and we'll see if you would be a good fit for our training program, because we take guitar players and make them super great. It's not for everybody, it's very intense, I gotta tell you, but sure, it's worth it a million times, I promise you. So, I'm Jack Soul, I'm signing off, and hope you guys are having a great day. If you have any comments, post them down below. If you like the video, please like it. It helps me a lot. It gives me that good feeling, you know, for 25 seconds. And then, if you are a really big baller, please share this video if you think that someone might benefit from it. Be great, and as always, keep rocking.